Alrighty, live on a Thursday night, and I'm gonna do my usual of filling time while I wait for folks by making a cocktail. Oh, it's all change and all innovation here in the Angry Channel. All right, let's get ourselves set up. Chair out of the way. Ring light here for the close-up. And the sexy, exciting slow motion shot. Und this camera over here. Is that straight? I think it's straight. Is it though? Is it straight? What's it look like? Yeah, it looks fairly straight. All right. Get the GoPro ready. Oof. Do this little cycle so often. Is in. Aha. That would be my U-Foods order. Okay. I have to remember to do next week's. Okay. Okay, let's get this over here. Okay. What are the measurements? Right. Ooh, you know what? Put a little bit extra. Empty the bottle. Dang. Just because I can. And get this ready. Get this ready. Okay. Now that's all lined up. We'll do this. Colorados. Passion fruit. Actually, that's that. Right, nice. Nice baby. Just going to check something. What garnish does default say to do? Dried banana chip. Okay. Do this. Alrighty. That's done. Time to do the talking. Oh. Yes. Turn this on. Alrighty. Okay, we got it out. Let's get this happening. Double check your thing, Billy Tarlings. Cavalry. Hold on. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is one of my favorite things to experiment with, an old-fashioned variation. This is called the New Victoria. Versions of this have been around for the best part of 100 years. The earliest known print version is from 1937, Billy Tarling's Cafe Royale bar book, but it was probably being made in one form or another for a while before that publication. It's based on rye whiskey, and I'm using the last of this. It's empty now because I've already made it. From local rye distiller The Gospel. This is one of their limited runs. They call it their legacy rye. 56% ABV, got a bit of kick. That's 112 proof. This is probably my favorite release of theirs, which is saying something because I really like their whiskies. And it's all gone now. It's just a memory, or soon will be. Now, one of the things that is interesting about this variation is it's augmented with a second spirit, namely Calvados. I'm using some Calvados. It's French apple brandy. You can basically use any apple brandy you like in there. And it's sweetened with liqueurs rather than sugar syrup, which is not that uncommon. Notably, passion fruit syrup, I got something to use this in, besides a porn star martini. And it has a float of banana liqueur on the top after you put it all together. I've been waiting with bated breath to actually try this. So now's the big taste test. Well, I tell you what, use a good rye whiskey in this because that rye backbone really shines. It's got spiciness and a little bit of smoke from that rye. And the other elements are like the supporting characters. Not that I'd have a huge problem with drinking the rye straight, but the modification provided by the other elements makes for a very interesting drink. And here's how we make it. In a mixing glass, put 60 mils or 2 ounces of rye whiskey, then half an ounce or 15 mils of Calvados or the apple brandy of your choice, then a quarter of an ounce, around 7.5 mils of passion fruit liqueur. Add ice to the glass, stir that for 20 to 25 seconds to chill and dilute the drink. Then strain that into a rocks glass over a big chunk of ice, preferably sexy clear ice. And then when that's done, float around a bar spoon or 5 mils of banana liqueur of the top. As a final touch, drizzle about 5 mils or a bar spoon's worth of banana liqueur over the top. Now the banana liqueur is actually heavier than the other elements, so most of it will sink. But if you've got a nice big rock of ice, some of it's going to sit on the top and you're going to get that banana waft. You can always augment that, say use a dried banana chip as the garnish, and then you get a little bit of extra banana aroma wafting up as you drink it. But this is a pretty good old-fashioned variation. Oh, and a suitable sign-off to one of my favorite ever rye whiskies. It's really held the character of this, but as I said, the augmentation of the supporting characters make for an interesting drink, which I shall now go and sit down and enjoy. And I hope you're enjoying yourself wherever you are, and I hope to see you again soon. Until such time as I do, I will say cheers. Also, right about now, you should be seeing a link to how to make the clear ice. It's so easy. Doesn't take up a lot of freezer space. You probably don't need to get anything new. You've probably got the stuff you need. Watch the video and find out how easy it is. What matters? What really doesn't matter? Just got to clear myself some space and sit down now. That do not let it. I almost forgot to take a publicity picture. Just do that now. Bring the light back before I switch it on. So glad I remembered just in time. Oh yeah, that looks good. What matters? That's pretty good. Who's that there? I bring my chair around. Wait, where's my Photocon peeler? I dropped it on the floor. How did I do that? I don't know. Ow, my knees. I'm old. Oh, God damn it. Come here. Oh. And what was I going to do? I put my favorite cherry and orange peel in there. Okay. Okay, let's sit down. Hey, evening all. By all, I feel it's you and me. Very slow start to the evening, but you know, that's okay. Okay, this is a really weird peel. I may have made a mistake with this orange. Oh, that's a bit better. Yeah, ghosts. It was ghosts. Not my clumsy ass. Okay. Got my old-fashioned. Oh, yes, spritz some orange oil in there. Hell yeah, man. And cherry, I think. Well, yeah, this has happened before, hasn't it? People wondering, it was just us like, well, we weren't plotting. Why do you think we're plotting? That sounds like a guilty conscience. Maybe you've been plotting. Oops. Accidentally got 2 cherries. Well, the cherry fates have decreed it shall be so. Blame everything on ghosts. That honestly, that's a solid excuse for almost anything. Ghosts did it. It's kind of like the joke in The Simpsons, the episode where Lucy Lawless was on it, and she was appearing at a fan convention, and she found them all really annoying. And they're asking really arcane questions. And every time they say, well, how would that happen? She go, wizards did it. There we go. We're going to gaslight anyone who comes in later. Actually, solid. Again, Hannah. Getting 2 cherries. Ghosts apologizing for throwing the peeler. I can't fault your logic. Oh, I tell you what. That's a man's drink. I put extra whiskey in that just to empty the bottle. And hot damn, it's a lot of whiskey. Might pace himself. I was going to make another cocktail, and fuck it, I might, because it's Thursday and it's tomorrow's Friday. Like, yes, I'm working from home. Yes, I have meetings, so people will see me. But you know, for half an hour to an hour at a time, I can fake being upright. Probably. All right, New Victoria. Good on you, Don. I was going to do Long Island Iced Town Hall Tea, the old-fashioned version of, and I'm still going to, quite honestly. What? I was clicking on the wrong tab. I was lost. No. See, Hannah, I've been agreeing with everything you said. So if you're mad, that would mean I'm mad too. So that can't be right. So I think we just go with, we're 2 people with very impressive insights into how things work. Zoom meetings from the bathroom floor. Oh God, do you remember that old video of David Hasselhoff where he had a drinking problem and his kids were upset, and they actually recorded him lying on the bathroom floor, barely conscious, trying to eat a burger? That was a moment. Yeah. Or look, that is honestly another possibility where batshit crazy people standing in the park yelling at ducks. You know, what have the ducks been doing? Maybe there's a reason to yell at them. I'm saying, don't give the ducks bloody free ride. You never know what they've been doing. If Dr. Abigail was here, she'd be defending ducks, but you know, I think the ducks got to her, honestly. Ooh, we're being very whiskey-ish for the start of the night. And then we'll see what happens from there. So the other one I was going to make, I need white rum, dry gin, brandy, rye whiskey, Verna Amaro, orange liqueur, limoncello. So many things. It's not going to taste like anything, I don't think. You remember, yeah, Hoff versus Burger? Yeah. Oof, that was the whole thing. The motivational speaker has Tourette. She keeps a log of all the weirdest things she vocally ticked. Oh my God. I forget exactly how it happened, but I recently stumbled across a streamer, YouTuber, Sweet Anita, and I have to admit, I find her tics quite endearing. She does sounds as well as words, which obviously that's actually a particular subset of Tourette's. Not everyone with Tourette's actually has that, but that's a good one. A sudden verbal tick. Lamppost, don't take that shit from the pigeons. I like that, taking the lamppost side. But yes, I have to admit, I find this particular streamer's tics quite endearing. It's she doesn't seem like she's in pain when she does it. I have seen some people with Tourette's who have the outbursts, and they seem very upset or actually in pain when it happens. Like very upset, and it's like she's come to terms with it. So she always seems somewhat happy, even if the tics are getting really bad. Can't remember why the first reason I saw it might have been an Anthony Padilla interview. Old school YouTube. Anthony Padilla is one of the original members of Smosh, and more recently, he's been doing podcasting and interviewing people with interesting stories to tell on YouTube. And yes, he interviewed Sweet Anita, among others. Hey, Raise the. So he thinks it's obvious when a chick's bothering someone from either pain or frustration because they're tired. Yeah. All right. Sorry, we have to stop. I mean, no, we don't. We weren't plotting. So it's fine. Oh, yes, he owns Smosh again now. So they sold Smosh and they kind of got fucked over by the company that bought it. And Anthony Padilla left, and the other guy, I think, stayed. And then that company that paid them too much for Smosh and then fucked them over went tits up, like a lot of those stupid companies trying to cash in on YouTube did. Then Rhett and Link from Good Mythical Morning actually bought Smosh, and after a while, they just negotiated with the original Smosh guys for them to buy it back, and so now they do sketches on Smosh again. I mean, I think the Ducks always have a lot to answer for, quite honestly. You want to talk about plotting, because Hannah and I weren't plotting. Ducks, they plot. Ducks plot. I'm just throwing it out there. The Duck lobby is very powerful, and I might pay a price for calling out the Duck lobby, but, you know, they plot. That's all I'm saying. Okay, let me see. Trying to remember where I actually got the recipe for the Long Island. Iced tea, AMF. That is it. Iced Town Hall tea. The Town Hall restaurant in San Fran. All right. You found your new favorite vocal tick of this motivation. God loves you, except when you're a cunt. God, is it bad? I say that and I don't have Tourette's. God, for the majority of evangelical Christians, that would mean God doesn't love you because you're just always being a cunt. Oh, I tell you another of that ticks this particular content creator has that is it's just funny, and she even highlights when it's funny. She has verbal and physical ones, and one of the ticks is a wink, and not like a. It's not like a spasm. It seems like a really deliberate wink, and she says sometimes that comes at a really bad time because I'll have a verbal tick where I say something extreme, and people uh, are like, oh, and then I say I didn't mean that, but I wink when I say it, like just screaming at someone, "I'm going to kill your dad," and then I'm not going to kill your dad. It's just like, oh, goddamn. God says, let there be canned goods. For anyone reading this back later, person's name is Jess Thorne. Website Tourette's Heroes, a list of best vocal tics. Nice. See, again, I'm going to panic buy cheese. That seems like something I just say. Oof. Okay, so from the man flu, you had 3 days off. Just waking up. Damn, dude. Well, I do hope you recover because there are various cold and flu viruses going around that very much knock you about. Oh, damn, I basically finished that, so I think I should make the Long Island iced tea version. Or there's too many people in here. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to see if I can do another peel. Because the only oranges I can get good peels off these days are American imports, and they're so fucking expensive. Like, this is $2.50 a kilo. The American one's like $6.50 a kilo. Like, fuck. I just want the goddamn oranges for the goddamn peel. Mind you, I did make this. This is like a clarified orange cordial. This is non-alcoholic. I'll make something with that later. All right, I got a nice piece of peel. I got my cherries. Okay, I'm going to make this Long Island iced tea, old-fashioned style. You know what? Let's do it. Let's move this chair. Okay. Oh, I have all the wrong things out. Okay. Right, this is going to take me a minute to get the right things out. Put the wrong things away. All right, let's get this happening. You trying to upset me by bringing up the Electoral College race? Didn't talk about it. Let me see. Oh, God, there's that. Okay. Actually, what's that? Inbox. I don't need a reminder for that. Bar I'm going to tomorrow. Okay. I do need. No, I don't need that. Long Island iced town hall tea. Okay, so from the mysterious cupboard of mystery, I've got a Averna and limoncello. So these two go back. Your surface is done. You were here, I think. Oh, will I do some pandering? I will. Tangelo cello. Okay, this goes back. All good. That's empty. I need the other. Okay. Okay. That there. That there. Okay, so we want white rum, rye whiskey, dry gin. Dry gin. Orange, my skull. Okay. White rum, dry gin, brandy. Okay. So many ingredients in this. Okay. Now actually, I'm going to use my cheap brandy in this because you're not going to taste it anyway. Okay, 15 mils of all these things. Okay, well, I'll make it first, and it's just about to start doing the talky thing, but we need to make it. And that's this. Okie dokie. Good Lord, after all that I got ready. Let's turn this on. Yeah, that's okay, actually. All right, let's friggin' start pouring the 100 ingredients that are in this. Okay. Wait a minute. Gin. Ghosts knocked the lid off the table. Oh. Right, whiskey. Havana. Orange. Okay, and with my bitters, I forgot my bitters. Dude, after the Angostura bitters. All right. Dunzo. All those goddamn ingredients. Okay. Now, shut up. Put the lids back on everything. So I could just see myself knocking something over. Let's see how this goes. Okay, let's that in there. And a bit more pressure ice. Fresh. All right. Dunzo. Und wir start recording again. And that's being much stupid. Reach over all these bottles. Do that a little longer. Is it? Man, that tastes really nice. But extreme booze content. All right. Oh, that's a beautiful color. Right. Yeah. These bits. All right. Cocktail made. Strictly Sega, hello, by the way, and Dr. Abigail. Gosh, darn it. Okay. Now I do the talky bit. Okay. That's pretty good. Get this going. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is potentially quite dangerous. I shall be approaching it cautiously. This is a Long Island iced tea done old-fashioned style. This is called, I've got to look at this because it's a tongue twister, Long Island iced tea Town Hall. No, see, I told you it was difficult. It's the Long Island iced Town Hall tea from the Town Hall restaurant in San Francisco. And it is, as I said, like a Long Island iced tea in as much as it's like one of everything, but there is no mixer thrown in there, and you serve it as you serve an old fashioned. But it really has a lot in it, and it's all boozy. So as I said, being a bit careful with this one. What have we got? We've got white rum. This is a local rum from Jimmy Rum. They're silver. A dry gin. This is from the Canberra distillery. Some brandy. I'm just using a bog standard brandy because I don't think you'll be able to taste it in this. Some rye whiskey, and those are all the spirits, but then there are some liqueurs going in. It asks for a Verna Amaro, and then it asks for an orange liqueur. I'm actually using my homemade blood orange liqueur, which is super tasty. And if you check my channel, you can find a video to see how I made it. And the final ingredient in it was limoncello, and I thought, you know what, just to be a little bit different, I'm going to put this in. This is Tangelo Cello. This was made by Threefold Distilling in South Australia. That's Steve the bartender's distillery, as in Steve and his partners run the distillery Threefold. And this was originally a limited thing they did. This is the original bottle. They have re-released it as a summer treat, and it is just, you know, a great flavor. And I thought, yeah, mix it up a bit. But limoncello was the default in the recipe. As you can see, it's a beautiful color. I've got it on my sexy clear ice because, of course, I do. Now I need to taste it. Oh, that's really nice. I mean, these one of everything drinks, whether it's variations of the Long Island iced tea, the Adios motherfucker, all the others, they're more novelty than a serious drink. But this actually works pretty well. It's tasty. I certainly can't pick out individual components in it, but it's kind of a sweet, boozy, fruity, old fashioned. And I am not minding this at all. It's quite nice. Here's how we make it. In a mixing glass, we add half an ounce or 15 mils of white rum, then half an ounce or 15 mils of dry gin, half an ounce or 15 mils of brandy, half an ounce of 15 mils of rye whiskey, half an ounce or 15 mils of Averna Amaro, half an ounce or 15 mils of an orange liqueur, and then half an ounce or 15 mils of limoncello, or in my case, Tangelo cello. Final touch, adding 2 dashes of aromatic bitters. Add ice to the glass, give it a stir, maybe a bit longer than normal, 30 to 35 seconds, because this is very boozy. So it's going to benefit both from being really chilled and getting a bit of dilution in there. And then strain it into a rocks glass over a big chunk of ice. Like I said, I'm using my sexy clear ice. And because it's old-fashioned style, I'm garnishing it with a twist of orange peel and some cherries on a skewer. Like I said, these one of everything drinks are more novelty than any serious appreciation of the elements that are in it. But taste wise, this is really quite nice. It certainly doesn't need sugar syrup. The liqueurs have sweetened it enough, and it just is a mash of all those flavors. I can't pick anything in particular out. In fact, the fruit liqueurs are the thing that I'm getting in a most dominant sense. But it's a fun little drink, and this sort of thing I would definitely do in moderation, even though because it was the small measures, half ounce of each, this is actually not much higher in alcohol content than a standard old fashioned, but it is a little. So when you're starting to play with lots of ingredients, it's always a good idea to show a bit of moderation. So I shall sit down and calmly sip this, probably for an extended period, not the sort of thing I drink quickly, but that big chunk of clear ice is not going to melt as quick as standard freezer ice. So this is going to stay good while I sip away at it. So give it a go and check out my video for how to make the clear ice as well, because it's easier than you might think and doesn't have to take up a lot of freezer space, and you get really cool looking clear ice. I just love the way it looks. And like I said, it melts more slowly as well. Good all round. So wherever you are, take care. Hope to see you again sometime soon. Until I do see you, I'll just say cheers. Oof. Okay, done. I feel like that was an effort. Now I'm going to sit down. How long was that? Okay, it was about 5-6 minutes. Okay. All good in the hood. Put this away. Oof. I feel like that's all the effort I want to make tonight, though. And you guys are getting a chin, yeah? That's right. I've got some new rums I want to try. But that will be. Here's the thing. Melts. I don't want to say anything negative, but no. In fact, both are correct. I just think melts slower is ugly language. Melts more slowly, I think, is more beautiful language. Both are grammatically correct. Oh, we're doing Pi Day jokes. What did Pi say to his sweetheart? You look radiant today. Wah, wah. What did Pi say when someone asked to explain what Pi Day was? I don't want to repeat myself. Oh, that's pure maths joke right there. Why should you never start talking at Pi at a party? It just goes on forever. Maths joke. Well, again, yes, Dr. Abigail, we know you're with the duck lobby, but to be fair, we did say we're just crazy people shouting at ducks in a park. So not necessarily the duck's fault. And just because we say it's the duck's fault doesn't actually make it the duck's fault. Putting more orange peel in my drink. So it gets lots of nice flavor. So Mrs. Angry can put some nice flavored orange peel in her hot chocolate in the morning. And now I'm going to put the cherries in the drink. So the cherries get flavor for me to eat at the end of the stream. This is actually good. For a novelty drink, it's really yummy. A bunch of rocks. Oh, like the Whiskey Stones things. Yeah. They're not great. I mean, try them and see if you like them. Okay, for those who are unfamiliar with them, the idea is you get these slightly porous rocks. You soak them in water and then freeze them, so they get super, super, super cold. Yeah, people usually recommend them for whiskey because, as you say, it doesn't add water to the drink. I'll counter that on two fronts. Whiskey drinkers will always unanimously tell you whiskey shouldn't be cold anyway. But also for me, it's a bit of the adventure of a drink when it has ice in it. The nature of the drink changes over the course of drinking it, and I actually like that. Oh, right, Andrew Tate. The only thing is he going to be imprisoned in, was it Romania? Because they seem to really want to get him, but they have also agreed to honor England's extradition request after they finish the trial for him. Dude's fucked. He deserves to be. He's a heinous criminal. Yeah. Okay, Hannah. We were also the things you all missed when we definitely weren't plotting before everyone got here, but it was a bit wild. Yeah, the whiskey stones are kind of like granite, so use them in cocktails when you cool a drink. Yeah, and here's the thing: it's down to if it works for you, it's good. So it's that simple as far as I'm concerned. Try them, and if you like the way they work, then it's a good idea. But yeah, there is that central thing that they do get very cold when you freeze them, and they basically don't dilute a drink. Well, see, that's the whole thing. He could actually probably bribe the people in a Romanian prison easier than he could in an English prison. You want the Romanians to get Tate as well. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I think Romanian prison might be nasty, but I also feel like corruption might be more overt in Romania. I am guessing as well, by the way. So strictly, you like the things, say if you're using ice. Yeah, that's the thing, man. Like literally, if it works for you, it's a good thing. So Hannah, never plotting, we're innocent. If there's an increase in ducks, we weren't behind the duckening. Well, Dr. Abigail wouldn't complain if there were more ducks. That kind of is what it is, recyclable ice. Yeah. It's kind of in line with, I love the YouTube channel, The Whiskey Tribe. They're just hardcore whiskey nerds with really definite opinions, but their core mantra is a good drink is the drink you like the way you like to drink it. Like they very much reject, and whiskey has, I was about to say whiskey has the worst wankers. It has the worst wanker for spirits. Wine wankers are worse. I think we even had this conversation one stream a long time ago where we rated who were the worst wankers, and it was like wine wankers and whiskey wankers and then coffee wankers and people who were just obsessed about things. You want more ducks. Why there is pamphlet? Do I look like a guy with a plan? Race, you'd assume, but honestly, Romania is pretty relaxed prison, so just pay. That's what I thought. I actually suspect the Tates would be able to more easily bribe Romanian prisons for lenient treatment, and they'd be less likely to do that in England. Just because you'd be concerned, drink a drink in a metal container. Oh yeah, no, aluminium definitely changes the flavor of a drink. Yeah, and that's a real thing, and it would probably depend where the rocks were from and what had happened to them. But that's one thing I've never really heard anyone complain about, that the rocks change the flavor of the drink. I guess, it depends what they're made of. Some rocks have more flavor than others, but the taints. Yeah, I mean, yes. It's just like, they're horrible criminals and abusers who deserve punishment. And the more mundane thing that I hate about them is they're gross scam artists who've been conning impressionable young men into being just vile, awful people. And yes, the young men who listen to Andrew Tate do bear responsibility for their own behavior. But, anyone who thinks they are not influenced by media is probably at the extreme end of people who are affected and influenced by media. It's kind of like, I love saying, I heard from a security guy, like someone who feels like someone who'll tell you they can't get scammed, they're actually a comparatively higher risk of being scammed because they won't admit to themselves when they have been scammed. And so it'll get worse for them. Rays, you don't know enough about them to care. Yeah. He was actually an accomplished kickboxer MMA thing. That is actually a fact. Everything else he says is a lie. And he does actually lie about the extent of his fighting career. But no fucking way I'd get in a fight with the guy. Are you what? No. I mean, I don't want to get in a fight with anyone, but that guy actually did professional fighting and he's 20 years younger than me. So I'm not someone who's stupid enough to go, I'll take him in a ring. No. He'd fuck me up really quickly. Raise young men who listen have low self-esteem. Yes. And that's what the Tates are, con artists. They are straight up grifters. Like I said, and that's less important than the fact they are horrible criminals and exploiters and abusers, but they are also con artists and grifters. You were like that at 19. I mean, I was an arsehole as a teenager. Jesus Christ, if social media had existed when I was a teenager and some equivalent of the Tates were on it, I could not, in all honesty, say I would not have been influenced by them. I would hope that I wouldn't be, but I couldn't honestly say it definitely wouldn't have happened. I'm just glad it didn't fucking happen, that I didn't have that exposure. Safa, who are we not giving chocolates to tonight? You remember him dominating kickboxing. I could be wrong. I thought he did do MMA as well, but yeah, no, the dude can actually fucking kickbox. I would not fuck with him. So Tricky cheated on. Oh yeah. Okay, legit. I could state just literal truths with no embellishment of things that would happen, that have happened to me in relationships, in as much as I was treated really badly and grossly unfairly, because that shit just happens. But I could just factually state things that had happened to me and be a hero to MRAs saying, yeah, bitches do that stuff. It's like, no, I don't hate women as a result of having some unhappy occurrences in relationships. And by unhappy, I mean some just gross, disgusting, unforgivable cruelty inflicted on me. But I'm not going to use the fact that I had some bad experiences to attack all women. So it might be awful. Tate, someone who could have done someone more heavy-handed bullying. Yeah, it's hard to think. I think maybe he should have just eaten lead paint as a kid. Found Andrew Tate state of mind. Oh yeah. See, exactly. If in any of my low points in life, and like everyone, I've had low points in life. If I'd found him or someone like him in my low points, it could have been ugly. Whereas there's a good chance he did go into MMA because kickboxing pays terrible. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Strictly Sega. You were going like hippie revival, and I was 80s. And yeah, I would like to think. Actually, I mean, no, he's too motivated. Is what I'm saying is he needed something as a kid to take away his motivation. And eating lead paint chips could have helped. I'm just saying. Yeah, actually, Hannah, that's absolutely. He may have eaten some lead paint, not enough though. So, Hannah, we want lead-based lollipops. Oh God. Does Ricky say you think it's impacted choices moving on? Yeah. In a perfect world, when bad things happen to you, or you're in a situation with somewhere on a spectrum from not much empathy to just awful aggression and abuse, in a perfect world, your response is, I don't want other people to suffer that. I don't know. It's very interesting. I don't know about all of them, but the thing is, Andrew Tate is a liar and a con artist and a grifter. And I hope that aspect becomes so obvious that the people who've been suckered into his hateful messages might actually twig, wait a second. This guy was just a self-serving liar all along. Maybe all that stuff that I thought was truth isn't. I don't know. I really don't know. Raze, you've done some evil shit in low places. Yeah. And that's the thing. We literally cannot change the past. We can only work towards the future. So, Hannah, you once hyper annoying your mother as to how many times she dropped me on the head as a child without missing a beat. She said, evidently not enough. I'm seeing where you get your sense of humor, Hannah, quite honestly. Tricky Zega sounds like a certain ex-president. There's no shortage of liars and grifters in this world, sadly, and a lot of them very prominent. And yes, it is extremely disturbing to see the success of Trump when he's just an obvious criminal and liar. But the world. Ugh, what are we going to do about it? I deliberately made 2 old-fashioned style cocktails tonight to use my sexy clear ice because I've actually made a lot of it. So it's like, okay, well, Jesus, I've made a lot of it. I should take advantage of that. Yes, I am very much hoping he stays ex-president. Okay, because on one level, he loses the next election. It'll be an extreme humiliation for him. Of course, the scary side is he has already encouraged his freak supporters once into armed insurrection. So if he loses the next election, I don't know. Okay, so and your mum's not intentionally funny. She's so deadpan and over it when she said that. But deadpan delivery is the best delivery for funny lines. But yes, yeah, I'm trusting you that you're right, that she actually wasn't intending to be funny or thought she wasn't being funny. She was just saying a thing and so is unintentionally funny. But yeah, the best comedy delivery is deadpan comedy delivery. You reckon? I mean, Rays, I hope so. I hope you're right. But they've all started eating a narrative that they didn't do anything wrong. You like seriously, you look at the unhinged shit they say. They say it wasn't them, it was Antifa, and they were lured into it by the FBI. And there is a whole fantasy around it. So I don't know. If you win the white, it'll be swarmed by ducks. Nice. I mean, yeah, and a whole bunch of those people have gone to jail. But you look at the narrative, and mainstream Republicans repeat this narrative that it was Antifa and whatnot. I mean, oh God, I mean, some of them are getting decades, aren't they? Like, fucking, but that's because they're fucking lunatics and they didn't, it, like, never occurred to them they were committing one of the most serious crimes you can commit in the United States. And the overwhelming majority of them didn't hide their identity. There was a funny story that may or may not be true, that some women were going on dating sites and deliberately setting themselves up as, they were MAGA women, and they were getting these guys to message them. And they were basically just trying to find out which ones were Jan 6 insurrectionists, and they were enticing them to confess, basically, and then was passing everything the guys said on to the FBI. Very funny. What did you miss about the ducks? Well, nothing. Me and Hannah weren't plotting, and there was no conspiracy with ducks, strictly Sega. And yes, Hannah, I believe that's true, actually. Okay, it's extremely weird. Female ducks want to control who they reproduce with, and so apparently, like, their vagina's really twisty and turny, but male ducks have these weird corkscrew dicks. It's all very strange. It's a CPAC thing, Donald Trump phone. Yeah, of course. But who knows what they'll actually do. See, Hannah backs me up. We weren't plotting. You can't prove anything. No evidence. He did really seem to win people over with the State of the Union. So who knows? Oh, someone on Twitch. Hello. Antoine Francis. Hello, my brother. As I always ease people in, although it's a bit of a quiet night tonight, although we are having fun chats. Most people actually watch me on YouTube, but I use a service called StreamYard that lets me restream to multiple platforms. So some people watch me on Twitch. Some people even occasionally watch on Facebook. But welcome, Antoine. Thank you for dropping in and saying hello. Rays. No, I don't think civil war will happen. Isolated acts of violence, yes. Oh yeah, Antoine, my YouTube is Angry Aussie, so it's slightly different on Twitch, but YouTube's is just Angry Aussie. Yeah, no, they're going after billionaires and also going after Trump. It all helped. Like, that was dark Brandon energy. All right. You reckon that's the case, Safa? Thursday's traditionally a quiet night. See, I don't even pay fucking attention, man. I'm just here and doing whatever. But I believe you pay attention, Safa. You got a lot of focus. What are we? 9 o'clock. Damn. Antoine, you don't have to donate money. Or go donate to a good cause or something. But thank you for positivity, my friend. Yeah, Friday and Saturday. I won't be doing a stream this Saturday. Got a date night lined up. But, cheering up to do something big. Friday's party night. Friday's just like, fuck it, the weekend. Thursday night, it's almost the weekend. Love your positivity, by the way, Antoine. Really good. So what was that Biden fibs about how many billions? Dude, billionaires don't fucking pay tax. They just don't. Well, yeah, I mean, Friday, it's usually somewhere between 4 and 6 hours, depending on how much fucking energy I have. Looking quite well, thank you, Antoine. Sorry. Great comment. I love it. Oh look, I got 2 new rums. Look, this may well be the last Bundaberg rum I ever get because they're always disappointing. But I got this quite cheap, 1961. This was to celebrate the anniversary because I think Bundaberg started making rum in 1961. Antoine, you wouldn't be the first one to fall in love with me, quite honestly. But it's all good. Donated $50. Okay, I think Antoine wants me to get naked, but it's nothing. So yeah, okay. But the fun name of this, 1961, was when Bundaberg started making rum. But so this rum has been matured for 1961 days. It's quite dark. It's less than 40% ABV, but it might be a good flavor. I swear if it's not, this is the last Bundaberg rum I ever buy. Yeah, see? Daddy? Yeah, you got the daddy stuff having? Let's do it. I don't think so because I don't have anything set up to do it. I think Antoine's just having some fun. Show him. Look, honestly, we don't want to go there. Yeah. See, now here's the thing. Bundaberg started making rum in 1961. This was to celebrate their anniversary, and so it was matured for 1961 days. And this was really cheap on Nick's Wine Merchants. It was 50 or $60, I forget. And I saw it advertised for as much as $150, $200. So it was a limited thing. So I'm going to taste this. And this one was really cheap. This is a liter of Flor de Caña, 7-year-old, 40%. I'm going to try this. And I'm going to compare it to some of the rums I already have. You're concerned Antoine's one of... look, who knows? I think Antoine's just a random fun person on things. Yes, limited edition. You can't get this anymore, basically. But actually, look, you know what? I just kind of feel compelled to look up, and I'll tell you how much I paid for it because I fucking forget. Nix. Oh God, it's actually saved this. Okay, 100. I don't think I paid that much for it. Okay, let me see. It's on the clearance. I don't think I paid that much for it. I think I paid a lot less than that. Well, they've got some cheap gin, but I don't need it. Actually, they do have this cheap gin, which is everyone's got this on special at the moment. Patient Wolf Melbourne Dry. But the best price was at Nick's. And this is Dr. Abigail's favorite. This is a really good gin. And it's kind of got that to bribe Dr. Abigail for some work that she's doing for me. Okay, so the yellow box is $100. Did I actually pay $100 for it? I feel like I paid less than that. Reduced from 150. And I saw it for more than that. Anyway, what the hell? Okay. If you know lesbians with beards, that's cool. The ducks fly at midnight. Thank you for joining, Abigail. Yeah, this is your Melbourne Dry, Dr. Abigail. Well, bribery payment for work you're doing for me, But yeah, Nick's had the best price. Everyone's got it on special. Yes, that's the one I recommended you get. because you were asking me for a gin recommendation at one point. It's like everyone's got Patient Wolf Melbourne Dry on really good special at the moment, and it's a really good gin. I know lesbians with beards too, so yeah. All right, I am going to pour myself a couple of rums. I'm not. This is not going to be a blind tasting. I don't have that much energy. I'm going to compare this to a couple I already have. Oh, look at this. Yeah. Okay, all you get out. Okay, what do we put? Jimmy Rum. Diplomatico, exclusive Arizona, and maybe one other Eldorado 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. An Archie Rose rum. Triple molasses from Archie Rose. Okay. All right, now I need some shot glasses. Going into the mysterious cupboard of mystery. Where the sex hats with. Just getting some shot glasses. And we're going to try a few shots. Actually, not shots, they're just going to be sips. All right. Jimmy Rum does whatever a Jimmy Rum can. Actually, 6 sips will be on here. Oh, cracking the seal. Not quite as good as like popping a cork or stopper, but cracking a seal for the next time has its own charm. All right, so that's the Bundaberg. I swear, I didn't like it. Last Bundaberg ever. Flor de Caña, which translates as cane flower. Where's it from again? Nicaragua. It's a Nicaraguan rum. And this is a Venezuelan rum. This has traditionally been my favorite sipping rum. Diplomatico Reserva. Eldorado, 15-year-old rum. Where's that from? Guyana. Fun. Different parts of the Caribbean. Oh, wow. I haven't even opened this bottle. I didn't realize. Hot damn. I have had this before. Every now and then I pick up a little on the special. Oh. All right. I've got a little bin. All right. New bottle of Eldorado 15-year-old. Okay. And finally, Archie Rose Triple Molasses. Rum's made with a rum blend made with 3 different molasses bases. All right, you know what? First, I'm drinking the Bundaberg because if I don't like this, I mean, it's pleasant enough smell. A bit ethanol and sweetness. Oh, that's fine. Okay, that's probably the best Bundaberg rum I've ever had. It's a little bit smoky. Probably from the amount of time it's spent in barrels. Oh, that's fine. I was really worried that I wouldn't like it. Okay, Flor de Caña. Another new one. Oh, that's actually lighter than the Bundaberg rum. Very easy to drink. The Bundaberg's probably got a bit deeper, a bit more character, a bit smoky. But geez, that Flor de Caña is easy to drink. Palate cleanser. Jimmy rum. It's more sort of got banana-y sort of thing. Ooh, that's got, get a lot of the rums that have a taste that's like overripe banana, overripe pineapple, like in a good way. And that's what that has. It doesn't have the smokiness or dark character of the Bundaberg. Ooh. Oh, and it's almost got like a raisin thing going on too. God, what's the ABV on that? That's 50%. Holy crap. Pretty smooth for 50%. Like the Bundaberg's only 37%? 37%? And it's got these sort of darker flavors. That is not bad at all. Okay, I've got a good rum selection now. Now my Diplomatico. Oh, that's like honey. That is so easy to drink. Yum. Liquid boozy honey. It doesn't have the funk that the Jimmy rum has. Doesn't have the smokiness that the Bundaberg has. But if you want something that's just easy to drink, it's that. Okay, Eldorado 15 years. So an aged rum is meant to be smoother and have a bit more character, but be easy to drink. Let's see. Well, that's not bad. Oh, that is definitely tasting. It's almost like, you know, Sultana's raisins. And tea. This is making me think of sweet tea. Wow. But again, it is actually pretty smooth. Feels very hot going down. 43%. And the Diplomatico is just 40%. Okay, fuck you. A final one, another Australian rum, Archie Triple Molasses. Nice sweet aroma. Oh, that's also got, to me, a bit of the barrel flavour. What does it say? Celebrate 3 types of molasses. Result is lively modern Australian take on a Navy style revealing complex interplay, butterscotch, treacle, pudding. What ABV is this? 46%, so it's a bit stronger. Well, honestly, they're all good, and I'm very relieved that I like the Bundaberg one. Oh yeah, no. But you're just doing heaps, Dr. Abigail. I literally have your two sitting here. The patient wolf. Oh, they're both patient wolf. I'd forgotten. Marigold and honey. And Melbourne Dry. Oh my gosh. I did finish my strong drink, and I was just doing a rum tasting. When you want a combination of shit, but then you have lamb chops, fries, and that is a hell of a combo, Rays. I had chicken and chips. I made it myself. Chicken that had been marinated in a honey mustard marinade. and just freezer chips that I cooked in the toast. Keep calling it a toaster oven, the air fryer, and it was fucking yummy. I'm a bit more than half Tim Smith at the moment, Safa, honestly. Whew. Gosh darn. Oh, dude, the pub lunch was great. I had a Parma, very sizable Parma with salad and chips. Very good. Tricky say, coming down yourself because of weight, skipping it. Look, okay, that's a complex thing, man. Speaking as a fat bastard who would actually like to lose weight, but it's complex, and being down on yourself about it is not good. I think most people who talk about managing weight saying being down on yourself is not good. I say that as someone who's regularly down on themselves, so I empathize completely. Actually, no. Monday it was really good. We went there pretty early. Like this place only opened at 11:30. It's like Hawthorne Hotel, and we were there at like 12. There was only like one other table, and in the time we were there, only 2 or 3 other groups came in. But I fucking tell you, the place I went for date night on Saturday night with Mrs. Angry, it was like pretty busy, and we were saying, "Oh, they're doing well," and the wait staff were great. Like we talked to, I don't know, 6 different people during the night, and they were all great, and that's a good sign. And Mrs. Angry also said she saw the guy who was clearly in charge talking to wait staff, and he seemed to have a very positive and respectful way of interacting with the staff. So that's good too. So I'm basically sold on this place, the Camden Hotel. But yeah, we talked to half a dozen different wait staff during the night, and they were all fantastic. But one of the ones we talked to, like Mrs. Angry said, "Oh, you seem like you're really busy," because sometimes we go to places and there's not many people there, and we really enjoy the venue and we feel bad for them. This place was busy, and the girl we talked to, she goes, "Oh no, this is not that busy. We get busier than this. We just end up like stuffing people in here." And but the whole time we were there, like we were there at like 6, and then the 8 o'clock one started coming in. It was pretty busy, but food great. But what really surprised me, this is like, pub. Okay, pub does pub food and beer and cider and wines and whatnot, but their cocktails were really innovative and fucking good, like 8s and 9s out of 10. Really good. And we were like kicking ourselves for not having gone to this place sooner. Oh, okay. Strictly Sega, I'm completely on board with you, man. The self-esteem thing and all this, I get it. What's Razor's advice? Go for a walk at nights. Actually, for reals, walking is good. And the more you can walk, the better it'll do. I know a guy I used to work with. He lost like, I think, 40 kilos, like a quarter of his weight, by going for like 2-hour walks. Oh, you're remembering something? Yes, the cocktails were about $18 as opposed to 22 to 25 bucks that most places are charging now, and they were good. They weren't just well made; they were innovative. Completely taken by surprise by the quality of the cocktails. So yeah, that place gets 2 thumbs up. That's the thing. Yeah, Rays. Walking's good. Yeah, yeah. Running hurts you. Oh, well, see, that's good, Stricky Sega. If you can fit it in, do it. Like, again, this guy who I worked with, he was walking for like 2 hours in the evening, which again, he was single and had no commitments, so he could do that. People with commitments can't really do that. But dude, fucking work at it. And honestly, What's worked for me in the past, which I'm about to go back to, I think, is the packaged meals like Light and Easy for the dinners, because it's a controlled size and it's really yummy, and I don't need any more. Usually spend the time fucking around lazy. Yeah, and it's the thing, you've got a commitment. It's the thing you got to do. Safa walks everywhere. That's all good. I mean, it's one of those things where I consider, oh, maybe I should get a treadmill. But you can rent treadmills. Maybe I should rent a treadmill for a couple of months. It would kind of be funny. I think it would be funny if I did the streams on a treadmill. Like if I set up a treadmill here and propped up the laptop on a couple of boxes so it was still at eye level, and the whole stream would be, and you'd get this weird trippy thing of me walking towards you but not getting any closer. Sorry, I just kind of think that would be funny. Maybe. Oh, you use a treadmill. There you go. If you can find a way to maybe do something else and do it. Yeah, put on your Bluetooth. Yeah, a movie. Yeah, fucking a movie while you're on the treadmill. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I also think it would look very funny if I was on a treadmill for the stream and I set things up so the laptop was above it. So you didn't really see the treadmill, but you could see me obviously walking, and I'd be walking towards you, but not getting any closer. Try it Light and Easy. Because the two big things Light and Easy taught me were portion control, because it's like that's enough food. And Light and Easy I just found really yummy as well. Sounds like a Peloton with extra steps. Wah, wah. Love it. An exercise bike. I have had those in the past too. They're just really noisy. I think. Hey, Heine, dropping in. How you doing, man? Oh, you know what? I was super tempted to drink more booze, but I made this, which is non-alcoholic, a clarified orange cordial. So I had some oranges and I peeled them and then covered the peels in sugar, and the sugar like leaches the oils out of the orange peel and liquefies. And then I left that for like, I don't know, a day, and then added the orange juice to it and mixed it all up so the sugar was dissolved, and then added that to milk, which curdled, and strained that, and ended up with clarified orange cordial, which I'm now going to have with some soda water. Also, the curd that was left behind in the filter paper was really zingy and zesty. I made a milkshake with that for dessert this evening. So a couple of scoops of ice cream and milk and this orange infused milk curd. And it was really yummy. But anyway, I'm going to have a non-alcoholic beverage now. Soda water. And my clarified orange cordial. I'm thinking I might try and make a cocktail with this later in the week. Basically, find a cocktail that calls for orange juice and sugar syrup and use this instead. Ray, you reckon if you want to go on a diet, biggest killer? There is that. So, Safa, you were saying bike gym with a huge monitor. Oh, like Dr. Abigail was joking about Pelotons, but I've seen some things, and the stuff where you have a visual for what you're doing, whether it's walking or riding, I think is potentially quite effective, but who knows? But I found, like, despite the convenience of things like U-Foods, which just reminds me I have to order next week's U-Foods. God damn it. I got the ping at the start of the stream and I forgot about it. So I just got to do it now. You foods, my deliveries. Okay, next week they're going to have a stupid fucking selection that I hate. Creamy chicken carbonara. Okay, I like that. Fried chicken and gravy, my favorite. Spaghetti bolognese, honestly, another favorite. Roast chicken, no, we'll get rid of that. Chicken and veg, no, I'm getting rid of that. Creamy garlic chicken Kiev, I do like that. I'll keep that. Chicken cacciatore, I'm going to delete for now. Okay. Roast beef and chips. I don't really like roast beef. Clean chicken and veg. That's weird. With mint yogurt. I feel like that's new. It's weird. Slow cooked lamb, barbecue beef, roast lamb and minted gravy. Honest, with creamy mash and peas. Honestly, I might try that. We'll see what else they have. Satay fish, no. Chicken parma bites. What's that? Sorry, running jokes with friends. Dr. Abigail saying, just to remind you, you're looking at your YouFoods order. Chicken parma bites. That, I feel like that's in there. Anyway, okay. Lasagna. I love the lasagna. Got to get that. Shredded beef ravioli, peri peri chicken, Portuguese chicken, char siu pork, beef curry, char grilled chicken, Szechuan beef. Mushroom and cheese tortellini. I really like that. Okay, then the weird loaded stuff for fucking bros who are insecure about things. You know what? I need to chicken parma bites. Done. That's new. I've got that. Okay. So that's done. Confirm my order. Chicken Kiev, spaghetti bolognese, parma bites, mushroom and cheese tortellini, chicken carbonara, fried chicken, beef lasagna. Fuck yeah. All right, that's a done deal. All right. Lukey, hello. Did you got any grapes? I actually don't. I do like grapes, though. Oh, you want me to share the YouFoods? I can. You're 72 years ago. Oh, dude. Oh, God, I wish my problem was I was 95. Seriously. Oof. Oh, nice. Yeah, Strictly Sega and Rays. Fucking bro together. Okay. Safa, just for you, I'm going to show the menu. Okay. So, if we're going to stop that, motherfucker. Where are we? Show the angry menu. Okay, so you can see what the foods look like. So this is what I've ordered. Creamy chicken carbonara. Where are we? Do this. Creamy chicken, fried chicken and gravy, which is one of my favorites. Spag bowl, which is good. Creamy garlic chicken Kiev. Chicken parma bites. So they see that's new. I don't think I've had that before. Try that. Lasagna. The mushroom and cheese tortellini. You see all the other things they have. Menu. I'll show you the whole menu. Ooh, what the fuck? Okay. No, that's not what I meant. Also, the feed friends thing. Look, see, I can send someone free food and I get $45. So, you know, that's the whole thing. If I haven't already done it for you, I can, send you a link. You get a few free meals and I get something. It's a whole thing. And the food is genuinely tasty. So see, okay, Rays and Strict Sega. Now I want to see both of you wearing fluoro colors, like the Olivia Newton-John physical video, and pumping the little hand weights. All right, so I haven't tried my non-alcoholic beverage. Oh my god, that's really yummy. That's just soda water and my clarified orange cordial. Oh man, that's just light and tasty. Yes, Rays, get your old rave gear out. And the wristbands. Yes, Strictly Sega knows what I'm talking about. You're gonna have the wristbands on and the headbands. Actually, I should look that up. Uh, Physical Olivia Newton-John. So if I do a Google search and just turn it into images. All right. Shit. Okay, sorry. I am going to share this. It's just like some of it was so overtly sexual. Like, look at those images. What the fuck? It's just like the headband and the short hair and the bright colors. Oh, I will highlight at one point in high school, my nickname was Animal. And so the lyrics of this song, let's get physical, let's get animal, animal, let's get into animal, that became a joke with my friends as well. It was like fluoro colors, short hair, headband. Damn. That's a whole thing. Sweating for the oldies. That was what's his name with the fuzzy hair, wasn't it? Oh yes, pink leotards was a good thing. Yeah. Richard something? Ugh. Okay, I wondered what that was. That was nothing. Oh, okay. Someone won Powerball, but I didn't win Powerball. Silly news updates. Richard Simmons, thank you, Rays. Why was my nickname Animal? There was a belief that I was a little bit crazy, basically. So Rowan Atkinson, I'll joke Rowan Atkinson about a deaf friend who's a fan of Olivia Newton-John. Okay, I'm intrigued. Where this going? Yeah, there was a period where I encouraged the belief that I was crazy so people wouldn't fuck with me. Oh no, Animal was after the Muppet. It was basically encouraging the belief on people that I could be really crazy, so they shouldn't fuck with me. Because A, I didn't want people to fuck with me. B, I didn't actually want to get in any fights. So C, if I convinced people that I was kind of crazy, they wouldn't fuck with me and I wouldn't get into any fights. Because who wants to fight a crazy person? So, and also it was just a bit of it's not alliteration. What's the equivalent? Alliteration is about consonant sounds. What is the correct term for when it's vowels that are the same? Like a friend called me Animal Andy. I'm on the internet. I'm sure if I do a search, alliteration, but the vowels. Assonance. Thank you. Assonance. That worked. I literally did a Google search, alliteration, but for vowels. And that's assonance repeated. No, alliteration is consonants. Alliteration is the repetition of consonant sounds. Assonance is the repetition of vowel sounds. So, and animal Andy is assonance. But okay, so to be clear, assonance is repetition of only vowel sounds, but alliteration can be either vowel sounds or consonant sounds. Loogie, you find being calm before a fight scares me. Oh, the 1,000-yard stare definitely works in your favor. I have, okay, I've told this story before. I will tell it again. Happened one St. Patrick's Day, and we are rapidly approaching St. Patrick's Day, actually. Sorry, I just said, Dr. Abigail, technically, alliteration means repetition of consonants or vowels, but assonance means the repetition of only vowels. But going back to being calm, 1,000-yard stare, when I was at uni, a friend convinced me to go out with him on St. Patrick's Day to a non-student pub because he's sick of being around students. And I had short hair, remember the angry thing, short hair spiked, but I also had all these patterns cut into the side and back because I had a friend who was a hairdresser who used to do wacky things with my hair. And so for a country town like Bathurst, it was pretty wild. And I went up when it was my turn to go up to the bar and get drinks. There was this table, like these obvious football player dudes, like 4 of them, and they were fucking huge. I'm only 5'8". These guys were fucking huge, and there were 4 of them. And I walked past them, and they started like laughing. Oh, look at him. And I was like, pretend you don't hear it. Just keep walking. I went to the bar, got some drinks, and came back, and I had to walk past them again. And one of them kind of leaned towards me and went, "Hey, nice hair, mate." And I was genuinely worried these fucking bogan fucks were going to jump me. And I just stopped and stared him straight in the eye and went, "Thank you. I'm glad you like it." And the fact that I did that like a robot and just stared him in the eye, I think thoroughly convinced him I was unhinged and dangerous. And he just went, no, I really like it. And I went, thank you, and walked past. And I realized I had legit scared him that I might be a dangerous fucking lunatic. And I was freaked out because there's 4 of them. Okay, so Safa, this was New South Wales. So they reminded me of rugby league players. They were just big fuckers. There were 4 of them. I was only about 21. They were probably older. They were probably mid-20s. And there's 4 of them. And each of them was double my mass. They were fucking huge. And I was really worried they would just randomly fucking jump me. But I just acted like a crazy person and they left me alone. So, yeah. And yes, Dr. Abigail, you were technically correct. The best type of correct. And the fun thing was we were both technically correct. So, excellent. Also, you know what I was thinking? Strictly say you're going about AFL players. The athleticism of AFL players is amazing. So the rugby league teams, I forget who the fuck it was, but did a game in Las Vegas recently, which was apparently really quite well received because the Americans were like, what the fuck? Look at the way these guys just fucking hit each other. And they were wowed. I definitely think AFL teams should do it as well because the athleticism and the fucking violence of AFL, I think, would really G Americans up. Luigi, sounds like your brother. You got a 6'5" brother and you're 6 foot. My family are a family of short asses. Probably the tallest of my brothers is about 5'10". Mind you, my son, young Mr. Angry, he's like 5'11" or 6 foot. I haven't measured him recently. I don't know if he's measured himself, but he's absurdly tall. His mum's family are all like 5 foot nothing. My family's like all 5'8", and he's like nearly 6 foot, if not 6 foot. Yeah. Ray's not a fan of NRL people. I'm not going to argue with you. He was a punk. They did football. Make it any more obvious. Yeah. But it was genuinely funny to me that these guys, and like I said, there were 4 of them, and I was really worried about what they might do. But I just did this stone face thing, and it scared them. They go, "Oh no, we think this guy might actually be dangerous." Anyway, where are we? Okay, that's done. Long Island Iced Town Hall Tea. Difford's Guide. Okay. Let's go Difford's Guide and just see what orange juice cocktails they recommend. Cocktail Finder by Juice. Orange. Let's go. What orange juice what orange juice cocktails can you recommend to me, Diffords? 409 orange juice, but organized in terms of popularity. Nice. A Feribaldi, a Garibaldi riff, a Sunray, a Negroni Frappe. 3 dots and a dash. That's a really popular tiki drink. I need to look at that. 3 dots and a dash. Okay. Rum, falernum, allspice, lime juice, orange juice, syrup. Okay, that's it. That's the one I have to make. I still have this. This is a sugar and orange juice thing. So I need to make 3 dots and a dash, an aged rum, and Caribbean rum, falernum, allspice, lime juice, then my orange cordial. Fuck yeah. Okay, I'm making that tomorrow night. 3 dots and a dash. A Bronx. What's in a Bronx? I feel like I've made a Bronx. Dry gin, vermouth, orange juice, Bianco vermouth, orange bitters. No, I don't want to make that. Don't want to make that. Your mum's 4 foot. Okay, that's got to be funny. Putting stuff on the top shelf just to annoy your mum if you're 6 foot tall. At various stages, I actually have one in the cupboard still, a black leather jacket. Because black leather jackets are cool. That's okay. So we got, 3 dots and a dash. Satan's Whiskers. I've made that before. Okay, I need to look at, what's a Feribaldi? That is such a weird name. Okay, so. Okay. It's literally just a fucking Amaro and orange juice. Well, I'm not making that. What's a Garibaldi? Bitter red liqueur, sugar syrup, orange juice. Okay, I could make that. And maybe add soda water, make it a highball. A bitter red liqueur, my orange cordial. Although I think 3 dots and a dash is the way to go. So what's a Satan's Whiskers? I'm sure I've made that before. Gin, dry vermouth, sweet vermouth, orange liqueur, orange juice, orange bitters. Who doesn't want Garibaldi's the head of security on Babylon 5? That makes sense. enjoy your movies, should you say? Hey, Micro. Yeah, I mean, we're having fun. You missed the rum tasting, by the way, Micro. I've done it and I enjoyed it. Now I'm drinking something non-alcoholic, which is super fucking yummy. And I'm just thinking of something else to use my orange cordial in. Nelson's Blood. What's a Nelson's Blood? That sounds like fun. Navy strength rum, cranberry juice, orange juice, lime juice, sugar syrup. Fuck cranberry juice. Cranberry juice is so fucking overrated. Oh, that's right. Blood and Sand. I probably should try and make a Blood and Sand is Scotch whiskey, cherry liqueur, sweet vermouth, and orange juice. But I think my orange. Oh, or should I clarify the whole thing? The Blood and Sand. Maybe. Maybe, baby. Loogie, you're just up, so you're having a coffee? Very cool. Oh, okay. So, Micro, what I made, so I had a couple of oranges. So I peeled them, then covered the peel in sugar. And there's, I forget, there's actually a term for it, but the sugar leaches the oils out of the orange peel and liquefies. So you get this sugar syrup that's got this really strong orange flavor. And then I added the juice from the oranges to that and mixed it all in. So it's like a sweetened orange juice that had the orange oils in it. And then I added that to milk, which curdled, and then I filtered it. So I've got clarified orange cordial, and it's really yummy. And yes, that Nelson cocktail was definitely a reference to Admiral Nelson. I'm just thinking of things to use it in. Hanky Panky, that's a fun cocktail, and it's also a fun name. Who doesn't want Hanky Panky? Hanky Panky is dry gin, sweet vermouth, fernet, orange juice, and saline solution. A sweet Hanky Panky? A Mona Lisa. What's a Mona Lisa? Have a look. A Mona Lisa is green chartreuse, orange juice, and tonic water. Oof. I think you want that. Goombay Smash. That's a fun name. Again, I love stuff with a fun name. A Goombay Smash. Jamaican rum, coconut rum, apricot brandy, pineapple juice, orange juice, lime juice, bitters. Oof. No, I think I'm really settling on 3 dots and a dash, actually, which I'll make tomorrow night. Just look at a couple more. A Pussyfoot. Non-alcoholic cocktail. Well, fuck that. Gin, apricot, and orange. Okay, that's a Park Lane. What's a Park Lane? Gin, apricot, orange juice, grenadine, egg white, or something to ferment. So if I did that, gin and a fruit liqueur, and my orange cordial, and some foamer. I mean, maybe? I don't actually have any apricot stuff, but I have other fruit stuff. Is Admiral rum a type of liquor? You looked it up. It's a knockoff. But Captain Morgan's kind of crap anyway. You should also always take control of your future, Micro. Loogie, checked your mead making supplies. Everything about the honey. Ooh, raisins would definitely turn into booze. The sugar content in raisin would definitely ferment. It sounds like a very interesting experiment. Tequila Sunrise, The Doctor. What's this? The Doctor cocktail is white rum, Swedish punch, lemon juice, orange juice, bitters, and saline. Fucking Swedish punch, honestly. It's the whole thing. A New Yorker, bourbon and red wine. Painkiller. Reaching in my pocket for a painkiller. It says Navy strength rum, pineapple juice, orange juice, cream of coconut. Oof. I'd have to get some fucking pineapple juice though. Fucking painkiller kicks ass though, quite honestly. Whenever I see that thing, I'm like, the drum and bass, because there's a whole bunch of songs called Painkiller in all different styles. My favorite is the drum and bass one. Reaching in my pocket for a painkiller. Dude, fucking go. Eggs for breakfast. Do it. And I will never undermine someone's idea of a treat. Yes, well, see, that's the question. What type of painkiller? This is a rum-based painkiller, which is also probably my favorite clarified cocktail. So a painkiller is overproof rum, pineapple juice, orange juice, cream of coconut. And here's the thing. Cream of coconut has enough fat content. You can use it to make a clarified cocktail. So, and pineapple juice and orange juice are acidic enough to curdle it. So when you make the painkiller, you have to shake the fuck out of it so it all integrates and doesn't separate. But you can also choose to deliberately curdle it, the pineapple juice and orange juice, curdling the cream of coconut, and then strain it through a filter, and you get this clarified cocktail. It's probably my favorite clarified cocktail. I was calling it a pina colada, but pina colada has lime juice, painkiller has orange juice. So it's a clarified pina colada. You want a bacon and egg McMuffin, but you can't afford one. It's an hour walk. Damn. Apparently, Safa, there's not a McDonald's every block in the US. Oh, and Lugi's saying smokehouse sausage, scrambled egg, seasoned with minced garlic, Mexican blend cheese on wheat. Good Lord. Oh, you made that yourself. Good Lord. That sounds absolutely astonishing. Oh, freaking yum. You want a Waffle House? Yes, Dr. Abigail, you might be right. Staff is thinking of Starbucks. I think there are so many Starbucks. The average Starbucks has another Starbucks inside it. You have some Mexican blend cheese, topping the eggs. I mean, winner. Loogie, you cook for a living. Damn, well, I'm coming to you for fucking food ideas. Hell yes. All right, God, it's about 10 o'clock. It's almost bedtime. I think I can finish my non-alcoholic beverage, which is extremely tasty. Oh God, Marco, the only thing that's close to you is Dunkin' Donuts. Well, I don't know, that's hang on. It kind of, I'm not a coffee drinker. Starbucks stuff does seem to be a lot of sugar. Yeah. Wow. Okay. From an outsider's point of view, Micro, and this is my pure ignorance coming in here, that we do get this vibe that no one in America is more than 5 minutes away from a McDonald's. Oh, Mike. Okay, we got conflicting tastes. Micro doesn't like Dunkin' Donuts. Well, he's like upstate New York, I think. And yes, Starbucks did fail pretty hard. There are still some Starbucks, but they did try to do that Starbucks on every block thing, and it just didn't work because we had an existing coffee culture. And that micro, that is an excellent point that most people don't realize. Geographically, the majority of the landmass of the United States is farmland. A significant majority of the land mass is farmland. Okay, see, different experiences. I like that. Ray's would do anything to go back to Dunkin' Donuts. Micro reckons staff and the product sucks. I feel like different personal experiences are happening here. Ray's, you reckon they're reopening in Perth? Yeah. Well, there are still Starbucks in Melbourne, but not as many. Like they were literally doing the have one on every block thing for a while, and they kind of failed. But there are still some. So I don't know who the hell knows what they're doing. Oh, Rays, I got it. Sorry, I got it back to front. Sorry, I got it back to front. You do anything to not go back. So you're actually agreeing. Okay. So, Lukey, you live in a mid-sized town, but you really live in the woods. You got a Kroger. Okay. I was fucking misreading stuff. I blame it on the rum tasting I did earlier. But I don't want to be too harsh on the rum tasting because I enjoyed the rum tasting. It was nice. And not least, the Bundaberg rum I bought, where it's like, okay, you know what? This was on a big special. I'm going to get it. Oh, it better be good because I've only ever been disappointed by Bundaberg rums, including buying one of their higher end ones when it was on special, and it still kind of sucked. But this one's good. I kind of like Krispy Kreme. I haven't had Krispy Kreme in ages. Depends what it is. Raze, you reckon donut tasted like seafood oil? Coffee was like eating coffee. Jesus. Oh, so an Porto chicken place? They're nice. I haven't had them a lot, but they're nice. So Lugie's in Indiana. Micro, better than Ohio. Okay. Oop, I think that thing is Mrs. Angry going to bed. I'm basically just going to finish my non-alcoholic beverage and then go to bed. It's a bit after 10. It is interesting because this is a bit sugary. I've diluted it quite a bit. I don't know if I'm going to get a sugar rush and find it hard to sleep. Who knows? That's okay. The Freedom People sharing thoughts and whatnot. Luke, you reckon that you're the pass-through country crossroads. Fair enough. It did feel like everything in the US had sugar, quite honestly. I haven't done the cherry yet. I will do the cherry in a bit. I got a little bit more of my beverage to drink. I reckon tomorrow night, among the things I make, will be a 3 dots and a dash, which incorporates this. And I'll have a bit of fun choosing the rums because the way it describes it, it should be an aged Martinique rum, which I don't have, but I'll maybe do. Oh, okay, the 15-year-old rum that I have, and then it's saying doing a Caribbean rum, age 6 to 10 years. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll do the 7-year Flor de Cana, then Falernum and allspice, lime juice, orange juice and honey. So instead of doing orange juice and honey syrup, I'll do my clarified orange cordial. It's saying like the garnish should be 3 dots and a dash. So it should be 3 blueberries to be the 3 dots and a long thin slice of pineapple to be the dash. And I cannot be fucked buying either blueberries or pineapple. What the fuck did my phone just do then? Okay, cool. Weird sound from my phone. Anyway, finish this. Not quite. I'm not going to make myself sick. I'm just going to finish that. So Luke is saying Indiana is a logistical hub. Indiana's like a nice neighbor no one talks to. Actually, here's the fun thing, Luke. It sounds like what you're saying about with the interstates meeting up. The town where I grew up, country town, had middle of nowhere, but had multiple highways intersected on it. So people going to different locations passed through my town. There was a very weird number of hotels and motels in the town to cater to the fact like people are going on a long trip and it's like, oh, we might as well stop here. So for the size of the town, which was quite small when I was growing up, city, there were a lot of motels and hotels. And it was to cater to the fact we were halfway between Melbourne and Brisbane, and we were halfway between Sydney and the middle of fucking nowhere. So I think it's like 3 major highways came through the town. Yeah. So, Michael, you had a friend get you a Star Wars collection as a late gift. Oh, nice. All right. Last bit of this, I think. Oof. Well, so I'm very happy with that orange cordial. I think it's very sugary. Even though I fucking diluted it with a whole bottle of soda water. Oh god, I don't know if you heard that fucking Shadow, my cat, just meowing really loudly. Ugh. Like, seriously, I don't know if the microphone's picking that, but she's being really loud. Yeah. Do I have alcohol-themed dreams? I don't think so. I don't remember any alcohol-themed dreams. I occasionally dream of things that are obviously kind of about my work. Not about alcohol. No, I'm just going to put a bit of flavor on this ice. Because there's still quite a big bit of my clear ice that's going to melt with the water by the morning. Oh, hot damn. Those liqueurs that make it so good. Okay, here's the thing, Micro. If you're worried that the drinking is an issue, set yourself several days where you don't drink. So, for instance, I got sick twice in the last year and I couldn't drink alcohol for between a week and 10 days. And I survived it fine. Like, I make sure there's several days a week where I don't drink alcohol. Basically, if I'm not streaming. But yeah, if you try and set yourself a couple of nights in a row where you don't drink alcohol and it's very difficult to manage, then there's something you need to address there. And I absolutely get that feeling. No, both 6 weren't COVID. One was COVID. Another one was I was taking antibiotics and the doctor's like, like you can't drink alcohol for that period. So I couldn't drink alcohol for 10 days. And I survived without any difficulty. So I was like, okay, that's reassuring. It's when you think you can't keep going without drinking. It's something to look at. Anyway, I got 2 cherries. I feel like that is advice AIDS would offer, right? Fucking love these cherries, man. Yeah, the Irish. Yeah, someone with the same heritage. Oh my god, those cherries are so yummy. Yeah, no, 2 cherries was a thing that happened. You put yourself through rehab, get under control. Once every 3 minutes, yeah. You definitely need to work out what works for you. And if abstaining even for a day or 2 is hard or impossible, that's a thing to look at. But anyway, with that deep thought, I'm going to bed. Sleepy Bobos. So see you folks another time. If you're around for party night, we're doing party night, and we will see how that goes. But you all take care, and I'll see you another time.